Welcome to the Artificially Smart Marketing Podcast, where we explore the exciting world of artificial intelligence and its impact on marketing. Every week, we feature in depth conversations with industry leaders, technology experts, and marketing professionals. Our guests share their insights and experiences on how AI is transforming marketing and providing businesses with a competitive edge, keeping you up to date on the latest trends and best practices in AI powered marketing. Now, whether you're new to the world of AI or an experienced professional, the Artificially Smart Marketing Podcast is the perfect place to learn about the latest advancements and how they can be applied to your business. Join us each week, and now let's explore the intersection of AI and marketing together. Good morning, good evening, good night, everybody. My name is Matthew Manyak, your co-host for the Artificially Smart Marketing Podcast. Welcome back for another awesome week of AI-powered excellence. I'm here with our co-host, Tony Aponte. How's it going today, Tony?
Good, Matthew. Doing great. How's everybody doing? Hope everybody's ready for a really good episode.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Man, we are Okay, so we're recording this one a little bit later in the day, and I feel like I've got a lot more energy. So I like this one, which is great because we've got
Yeah.
a really, really awesome episode ahead of us today, and a lot of really, really great information that we think you guys are going to find super valuable. So buckle up. Um, so today we want to talk about something that's kind of been brewing in the AI and marketing sphere for a while, and it's something that we've kind of been hinting at in some of our previous episodes, and that is AI-powered SMS follow-up. Now, where does this kind of come in, right? Is we all of us run businesses. We are out in the field doing our thing. If we're a painter, we're out painting. If we're, if you're a videographer like me, we're out shooting, and we get leads that come in through our campaigns. What happens to those leads? We can't pick up the phone because we're busy. We're servicing other customers. And what this AI powered SMS solution is capable of doing is taking that lead and being able to respond to them automatically through the use of AI technology, and basically be able to keep that lead engaged until you're able to get back to the phone or set up a call with them. So there's a lot of power in that. I mean, Tony, like, can you tell us a little bit on, like, for our viewers, like, beyond just that aspect, like what is the opportunity in this? I mean, it seems like it's massive.
Oh my God, dude. I think this is one of the areas where I think small businesses, once they understand the full scope of how it works and what it can do, is this is going to be major, major, major for a lot of business owners. Just like you said, you deal with a lot of companies that are like maybe service providers, right? That the smaller guys are out there, they're working in the field, and they just don't have time to pick up that phone. This is just going to take a huge load off their shoulders when it comes to trying to have to answer the phone, but yet keep their crews running, and or addressing homeowners or customers, within a store, retail store, right? You got a homeowner in a retail store in there trying to, make sure that they, are meeting the customers, and the phone rings or something. It's going to take. This is so we've been talking about this, right? This is the part that literally is going to level the playing field for a lot of businesses to compete with the big guys.
Yep.
That's just the way I look at it.
Oh yeah. No, like
That no longer has the upper hand. Bam.
there we go. There we go. I mean, honestly, right? Like, for our listeners out there, if you're driving, don't do this. But if you're at home, I want you to close your eyes, and I want you to think about the last time that you were in the middle of a conference, in the middle of a meeting, in the middle of a job, and you got a call that you couldn't answer. I do a lot of work with real estate agents. When was the last time you got a phone call in the middle of a home tour? Probably earlier today. And so, looking at it that way, right, that there's a gap in their response time, right? And so the amount of time that it takes for you to wrap up what you're doing and be able to respond to that lead that's come in, the chances of you having lost them are very high, right, Tony?
Yep. Oh yeah. Yeah, because if you don't pick up the phone, and you don't get back to that call within, the first 15, 20 minutes, that prospect has already contacted maybe at least two other, contractors or whatever, your competition, so it's really, really important, and I actually read a statistic just recently talking about that if you cannot respond back to a customer within 15 minutes of that initial first phone call, you've pretty much lost them. And so this is where the term comes into play, the speed to lead, right? This is going to really help you as a business owner to really make sure that you have an efficient follow-up system that you're going to be able to, it's going to help out with really increasing your revenue, because now you've got someone there that's helping you out with making sure that they get in touch with somebody with your business.
Absolutely, absolutely. And I mean, even with that too, right? Like I know that there's got to be um some say reluctance of say trust, right? In the sense of, we've seen that chat gpt 3.5's outputs are tend to feel more canned than say like a claude or a gpt-4. But I mean, like what I know that you and I've been working on a kind of a custom thing that can really help dial in the messaging, but I know that most people aren't going to have access to that, right? But when it comes down to these systems, is there a way for us to be able to program these tools and these AI responders to embody that speech pattern of the business owner?
Oh yeah, definitely. Because at the end of the day, the AI has to be trained, right? So you have to train the AI about your company and your services, your offerings, or whether you're a service provider or if you have products that you're selling, whatever you have to train your AI to understand the full scope of what your offerings are, and not only that, but also understanding your mission statement, your value statement, who you are, because the more that you can feed AI, the more it's going to be able to engage with your customers in a more personalized manner. And the beauty about AI is that as time goes on and they're doing the text messaging and back and forth, it's training. It is 100% 24/7 training. So today it will be trained where tomorrow it learned from yesterday, and the text messaging, the conversation is going to be better. So every day that is happening, it's going to get better and better. And so you're going to be able to have a much more efficient, a much more personalized uh, engagement with your prospects and your customers.
Absolutely, absolutely, and a much more automated, right? Is because I mean we talk about that all the time, right? That it's these solutions are here to enable the little guy or gal to now have the power and the capabilities of what was once reserved for these larger firms at a fraction of the cost. I
Right.
mean, like you got to think these AI powered SMS systems can run 24/7 automatically. A
Yep.
sales team of people can't even do that, right? I mean they can, but you're then hopping between time zones and probably countries at that point. Whereas this can all be operated from the safety of your home and the comfort of your home, as long as you have a computer or even a mobile device to be able to get it set up.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. And whenever, and although, there has been some updates just recently, at the time of the recording of this podcast, that are going to affect SMS marketing, and it's all with the intent to make it better and a lot more less annoying, uh, because of, before SMS was really regulated, it was a free for all, right? So now with some of the new updates, there's going to be a little bit more stringent on what as a company you are allowed to do when it comes to SMS marketing. But at the end of the day, it all boils down to value, right? So it's not, SMS marketing is not for spamming your prospects. Okay. I know there's a lot of you out there right now that are doing that. So shame on you. But that's not what SMS marketing is for, right? Think about whenever you have a friend or your friends, your circle of friends, your text messaging, you're carrying a conversation. It's not you're not there sitting there stalking someone. Well, some of you are maybe, but that's besides the point. But you're talking about creating a conversation that it's engaging and it's a value, right? That's the whole idea with SMS marketing. It's to provide your prospects with value to make sure that you stay at top of mind of their mind. And so one of the updates is that you're not going to be able to send a text message outside of business hours. Okay. So what happens? Okay, we talk about 24/7, right? So wait a minute. Okay, it's 24/7, but we can't send text messages. Okay, then that's when you incorporate email marketing, right? You after your business hours, you send an email or whatever, because there's a lot of times that our business owners up late at night, right? Because they got home late from work and now they have to sit down and actually do the logistics of their business, and they go and see the email, right? Or or if you do a follow-up text message in the morning. So there's ways of incorporating a strategy that's not going to interfere with the legalities and kind of getting the prospects frustrated. So it's all about strategy, right? So that, with a lot of that going on, it still opens up a wide opening for business owners to really take advantage and how to incorporate that in their marketing strategy.
So kind of what I'm seeing based on what you're saying is that I mean I know that there's going to be a lot of business owners that are going to see this and be like, oh, I want that, but and that's going to be great. But at the same time, there needs to be the understanding that this is just part of a much larger framework,
Right.
a much larger strategy. I mean, we
Yep.
just like what we've been talking about is the chatbots, the CRMs, the emails, the SEO. It's all just a part of a much larger puzzle that is going to be able to enhance your marketing efforts.
Yep. Yeah, definitely. It's not like you can just go in there and jump into a campaign and just start sending text messages, right? It's got to be thought out. You've got to first of all understand who your target audience is, and then, because that's the only way that you're going to really be able to put together uh, SMSs, right? Text messages that are actually going to speak to your audience, right? You're not going to go in there. Let's just say, for instance, let's just talk about real estate agents. All right, since we talk a lot about real estate agents, you're not just going to go blast out text messages to prospective home buyers that are looking for, you're telling them about a 3-bedroom, 2-bath house whenever they're looking for a 4-bedroom, 3-bath. You know what I mean? It's got to be tailored to your prospect. All right. So it's going to take some time, and not only that, but it's got to be incorporated with everything else that you're doing, right? Social media marketing, if you're doing Facebook ads, SEO, content strategy, blogging, articles, video, content. It's got to be all part of the big picture. Okay, so
Yeah,
that
the
way,
messaging's got to be consistent, right? Because I mean we talk about it all the time, right? Creating that consistent brand experience, that consistent customer experience, that customer journey has got to be all interwoven together across your platforms and across your mediums, regardless of whether that's SMS, whether that's the chatbots, the messaging could, because if you've got the SMS interacting one way and the chatbots interacting another way, and the copy on your website reading something completely different, you're not gonna convert. You're not gonna be able to engage and connect with your target audience as well as you could if it was this more cohesive brand.
right.
And I mean, just like you said, right? Like this SMS system is going to allow a much more personalized approach and a much more intimate approach, a conversation essentially to occur
Mhm.
without the business owner having to be present, technically.
Yeah. Yeah, and what's crazy is, like, we had this conversation earlier today. it's like back in, back whenever social media kind of like came on to the, and started, everyone was like, social media, got to do social media. But still, at the end of the day, how are you using it to enhance your customers' experience, right? And so it's all about making sure that you create an experience for your prospects and your customers that are going to, one, convert them to a lead, two, convert them to a buying customer, and then three, make sure that you nurture that relationship to make sure that they are repeat customers and they become ambassadors for your brand by sending referrals to you, right? And the only way that you could do that is by having a consistent brand messaging all the way across the board. Because if you're like all over the place, you're kind of like, you're scattered, you have no plan. It's, okay, well, I don't know what these guys are doing. What's their expertise, right? So it's really key.
Absolutely, absolutely. I mean, it's just for the listeners, right? Think of it this way: you're you're driving down the road and you see two vans for say commercial handyman services, same business name, two different logos. Are you going to think that they're the same business? It's the same concept here, right? And so when it comes down to these SMS systems, right, you're going to be able to prompt them in a way that is going to be able to speak directly to the people that you're trying to engage with. So
Yep.
then it's going to be even more of a, say, call out in a sense, right? So your viewers, the people that are engaging with your AI system are going to be able to uh say feel more I say targeted, but spoken to in that
Right.
sense.
Right. Yep. Yeah. And I know this, this is one of those areas that we beat up. We beat up hard, because it's one of the areas that most business owners that we always talk to, they don't have, not, and I don't want to say they don't have a clue as to who their audience is. They have this mindset that they think that they need to be marketing to everybody. And then they wonder why they can't make any sales. Well, that's the biggest mistake that you're making, is you're trying to talk to everybody. Not everybody is interested in your products or services. And so because of that, because if you don't have that right, then you're wasting your time on everything else you're doing as far as marketing, whether it's content creation, social media, website, your website copy, none of it. None of it speaks to your audience. And so that's why, one of the things that we've done is we've actually created a framework that we can literally help you identify your target audience so specific that is going to help with everything else. The SMS, the last show we talked about the website chat bots, the AI chat bots, all of that's going to come into play, and all of that's going to be a much better experience whenever you go through an audit like what we've put together. And it's going to help you to really, I mean, since we've put this framework together, it's been mind-boggling, some of the things that we've been able to. Oh, and just so you understand, this is all powered by AI. Okay, so we are AI. We practice what we preach. Okay, it's all powered by AI. We go through and we build an audit that's powered by AI to really delve into the nitty-gritty of your target audience. And once you get that part done, everything else, it's going to be so much easier, because now we're going to be able to create a very, very consistent message all across the board, no matter what you're using.
Absolutely, absolutely. And for those of you that are listening, if that's something that you're interested in testing out and kind of learning more about, feel free to drop us an email and drop us a message. Visit us on our website at www.noblevisionai.com, and schedule a strategy call with us. We'd love to see, be able to show you the benefits of using our proprietary system, and how that can benefit and enhance your customer journey.
Yeah. And you know what, Matthew, I'm going to actually make this a no-brainer for you guys. I was like, if whenever you hear this podcast, for the first 5 people that connect with us, I'm going to give it to you guys for free. The only thing that you got to do is in your email, you need to do Echo Reach podcast in your email, and I'll know.
There we go. There we go. You heard it here first, folks. Echo Reach in the email. When you guys sign up for the discovery call, first five listeners, five viewers, five engagers, the first five.
First five.
There you go. There you go. Awesome. Well, again, if you got, we want to hear from you. Well, the first question that we have for our listeners is, again, we're recording this one a little bit later in the day than we normally do. Instead of 6 a.m., it's almost 9 o'clock at night. Did you guys like it better at this hour, with where we have a little more or a little more pep in our step, or should we go back to our old time? Let us know in the comments below. When it comes down to though, what are the burning questions that you guys have about AI? Uh, Drop them in the comments below as well. Shoot us a DM at Noble Vision AI, or send us an email. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, we wish you a great night. Have a great rest of your week, and we will see you in the next one.
Take care, guys.